Hey everyone, let me ask you something. When was the last time you woke up feeling truly energized, focused, and happy? Be honest. If your answer is, I can't remember, you're not alone. Life is moving fast. Work, responsibilities, endless to-do lists. We are all caught in a cycle that leaves us exhausted, overwhelmed, and running on empty. But what if I told you that in just 7 days, you could hit reset and take back your time, energy, and happiness? This isn't about adding more to your plate. It's about making small, science-backed changes that deliver big results. Let's dive in. The way you start your morning determines the energy, focus, and mood you carry throughout the day. Most people wake up and immediately grab their phones, scrolling through emails, social media, and news. The moment you do this, your brain shifts into reaction mode. Studies show that checking your phone first thing in the morning spikes cortisol, the stress hormone, increasing anxiety and overwhelm before you've even gotten out of bed. Instead of letting the outside world dictate how your day begins, take control of your mornings. The first 30 minutes should be about setting yourself up for success, not consuming endless notifications. The first change is getting up without hitting the snooze button. When you snooze, your brain starts another sleep cycle, leaving you groggy for hours. Research confirms that fragmented sleep reduces cognitive function and energy levels throughout the day. A simple way to break this habit is to count down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and physically get out of bed. This interrupts hesitation and pushes you into action before your brain can talk you out of it. Once you're up, move your body. You don't need an intense workout, just some kind of physical activity. Stretch, take a quick walk, dance, anything that gets your blood flowing. Movement releases endorphins, improving mood and reducing stress. It also wakes up your nervous system, signaling to your body that it's time to be alert. Even 5 minutes of intentional movement can shift your energy levels dramatically. Another powerful tool is setting an intention for your day. Instead of letting the day unfold chaotically, decide how you want to approach it. This isn't about making a to-do list, it's about choosing your mindset. For example, if you know you have a stressful meeting, set an intention like, I will stay calm and focused today. When you make a conscious decision about how you want to feel, you're more likely to act in alignment with that intention. By making these small changes, you reclaim control over your mornings and in turn, your life. It's not about having a rigid routine, it's about starting your day with purpose instead of passively reacting. The way you begin your morning sets the tone for everything that follows. When you wake up with intention, move your body, and decide how you want to feel, you create the energy and focus needed to make the most of your time. Every day you interact with people, habits, and distractions that either fuel your energy or drain it completely. Most of the time, you don't even realize how much of your mental and emotional energy is being stolen by unnecessary negativity, toxic relationships, or mindless distractions. Science confirms that energy isn't just about how much sleep you get, it's about what you allow into your space and where you direct your attention. If you constantly feel drained, it's time to identify what's causing the leak. One of the biggest culprits is toxic people. These are the complainers, the drama magnets, the ones who always seem to bring bad energy into your life. Every conversation with them leaves you feeling exhausted or frustrated. Studies show that being around negativity affects your brain, increasing stress and lowering motivation. Today's challenge is simple. Identify one person in your life who consistently drains you and create distance, even if just for a day. That doesn't mean you need a dramatic confrontation, just limit engagement and protect your energy. Distractions are another silent energy vampire. Social media, endless scrolling, checking emails every 5 minutes. These behaviors seem small, but they add up. Research shows that frequent digital interruptions increase mental fatigue and make it harder to focus. If you constantly feel like you don't have enough time, track how often you reach for your phone during the day. The numbers will shock you. Instead of letting distractions dictate your time, take control by setting specific moments to check your phone or emails, rather than reacting every time a notification pops up. Overcommitting is another energy drain that people overlook. Saying yes to everything and everyone leaves you feeling stretched thin and overwhelmed. Harvard research confirms that overcommitment leads to stress and burnout, yet many people struggle to say no out of guilt or obligation. The truth is, every time you say yes to something that drains you, you're saying no to something that fuels you. Practice pausing before committing. Ask yourself, is this worth my time and energy? If the answer is no, politely decline. Protecting your energy isn't selfish, it's necessary. You can't show up as your best self if you're constantly depleted. Start paying attention to what lifts you up and what drags you down. Set boundaries, reduce distractions, and choose where your energy goes. The more you protect it, the more powerful and present you become. Most people believe they are exhausted because they don't get enough sleep, but the real problem is often mental overwork. The human brain isn't designed to focus for endless hours without breaks, yet that's exactly how most people operate. Research shows that the brain can only maintain deep focus for about 90 minutes before needing a reset. Instead of pushing through exhaustion, using the 90-minute focus rule can increase productivity while reducing stress and burnout. The way this works is simple. Set a timer for 90 minutes and commit to working on one task without distractions. No multitasking, no checking messages, no jumping between projects. The brain works best when fully engaged in one thing at a time, and studies confirm that deep work leads to higher efficiency and better results. After the 90-minute session, take a short break. This break should be a real reset. Step away from your screen, stretch, take a short walk, or simply breathe. Avoid scrolling through your phone because digital consumption doesn't give the brain the rest it needs. Even a 5 to 10-minute break helps recharge focus and keeps mental energy high throughout the day. Multitasking is another major reason why people feel mentally drained. It may feel like getting more done, but in reality it decreases efficiency and increases mistakes. The brain constantly switching between tasks leads to mental fatigue, making even simple tasks feel exhausting. Using the 90-minute focus rule forces the brain to work at its best capacity without unnecessary distractions. Another key part of managing mental energy is recognizing when focus starts to fade. Instead of forcing yourself to push through when your brain is exhausted, take advantage of the natural ebb and flow of energy. Studies show that after a short break, the brain recharges and is ready for another period of deep work. Planning the day around these natural focus cycles prevents burnout and improves overall performance. One of the biggest benefits of this method is that it creates a structure that prevents time from slipping away. Instead of feeling like there's never enough time in the day, intentional focus blocks make it easier to get things done efficiently. By eliminating distractions, focusing deeply for 90 minutes, and taking purposeful breaks, energy levels remain higher, work gets done faster, and stress levels decrease. Small changes in how focus is managed lead to massive improvements in productivity and mental clarity. Every day, people give away their time, energy, and happiness by saying yes to things they don't really want to do. Overcommitting leads to stress, resentment, and burnout, yet many people struggle to say no because they fear disappointing others. The truth is, every time you say yes to something that drains you, you are saying no to something that matters. Harvard research confirms that people who set clear boundaries and protect their time experience lower stress levels and higher life satisfaction. Learning to say no is not just about turning down invitations or extra work. It's about taking control of your life. The first step is recognizing that your time is a limited resource. Imagine you wake up each day with a full battery of energy. Every task, conversation, and commitment you take on drains a portion of that battery. By the end of the day, if you have given all your energy away to things that don't serve you, there is nothing left for what truly matters. People who feel constantly exhausted often aren't physically tired, they are mentally drained from overcommitting. The solution is simple but powerful. Start filtering where your energy goes. One of the easiest ways to practice saying no is by creating a pause before responding to any request. Instead of automatically agreeing, take a moment to evaluate whether the commitment aligns with your priorities. If the request doesn't serve you, politely decline. There's no need for guilt or over-explanation. A simple "I can't commit to that right now" is enough. Studies show that people who set firm but respectful boundaries are not only less stressed, but also more respected by others. Another key mindset shift is realizing that saying no to others is saying yes to yourself. Every time you turn down an unnecessary obligation, you create space for something that fuels you. More rest, quality time with loved ones, or personal growth. People often believe that constantly saying yes makes them helpful. But in reality, spreading yourself too thin leads to frustration and diminished performance in every area of life. The most successful and fulfilled individuals protect their time fiercely. Changing this habit takes practice, but every small step builds confidence. Start with something small. Declining an extra work task, skipping an event that doesn't excite you, or setting a boundary with someone who drains your energy. The more you prioritize your time, the more you reclaim control over your life. Saying no isn't selfish. It's necessary for your well-being and long-term happiness. Energy isn't just about sleep, caffeine, or motivation. It's about movement. The body and mind are deeply connected, and science proves that moving your body changes your brain chemistry, improving mood, focus, and overall well-being. The problem is that many people treat exercise as a chore or something they don't have time for. But the reality is that you don't need a gym, fancy equipment, or even a full hour. Just 10 minutes of intentional movement can have a powerful impact on how you feel, think, and perform throughout the day. Exercise triggers the release of endorphins, the body's natural mood boosters, which reduce stress and anxiety while increasing feelings of happiness. Even a short burst of physical activity like stretching, walking, or dancing floods the brain with these feel-good chemicals. Research shows that people who incorporate movement into their daily routine experience higher energy levels, better focus, and greater emotional resilience. The best part? It works instantly. Within minutes of moving your body, your mood shifts and your mind becomes clearer. Many people believe that they need a structured workout plan to see benefits. But the truth is, any movement is better than none. Sitting for long periods slows circulation and leads to sluggishness, so making movement a priority throughout the day keeps energy levels high. Simple habits like standing up and stretching every hour, taking the stairs instead of the elevator, or walking while on phone calls make a significant difference. The goal is not to exhaust yourself, but to activate your body in a way that supports your overall well-being. Another common misconception is that exercise is only for physical health, but its impact on mental clarity and productivity is just as important. Studies confirm that regular movement increases creativity and problem-solving skills while reducing brain fog. When you feel stuck, overwhelmed, or drained, a few minutes of physical activity can reset your mindset. When I figured out that this was really true, instead of pushing through fatigue, stepping away and engaging in light movement often leads to better performance when returning to tasks. Making movement a daily habit doesn't require a complete lifestyle overhaul, just small intentional actions that fit into your routine. The key is to stop viewing movement as an obligation and start seeing it as a tool for better energy and happiness. Whether it's a quick stretch in the morning, a short walk outside, or a dance break in your living room, these moments of movement add up. The more you prioritize your body, the more your body will support you in feeling your best every single day. Happiness isn't something you find, it's something you create. One of the most powerful ways to boost happiness instantly is through gratitude. Science proves that practicing gratitude rewires the brain, shifting focus from what's missing or stressful to what's positive and abundant. The problem is that most people are wired to notice what's wrong rather than what's right. This negativity bias is a survival mechanism, but in today's world, it often leads to stress, anxiety, and dissatisfaction. The good news is that gratitude is a habit, and like any habit, it can be trained. A simple 1-minute gratitude practice can make a huge difference in how you feel. Every morning, take 60 seconds to think of 3 things you are grateful for. The key is to go beyond just listing them. Actually feel the gratitude. Instead of vaguely saying, "I'm grateful for my family," Take a moment to think about a specific moment when they supported you or made you smile. Studies show that the brain doesn't just acknowledge gratitude, it experiences it, releasing dopamine and serotonin, the chemicals responsible for happiness and motivation. This means that the more you practice gratitude, the more your brain naturally starts to focus on the good in your life. Gratitude also shifts perspective. Many people wake up thinking about what they have to do, what's going wrong, or what they don't have yet. This mindset sets the tone for the entire day, making even small inconveniences feel overwhelming. When gratitude becomes the first thing you focus on, it reframes everything. Challenges become opportunities, setbacks become lessons, and even difficult moments come with something to appreciate. Another powerful way to practice gratitude is through journaling. Writing down things you are grateful for deepens the experience, making the brain more likely to remember and seek out positive moments. Studies have found that people who keep a gratitude journal experience lower levels of stress, improved sleep, and greater emotional resilience. Even on difficult days, finding one small thing to be grateful for can create a mental shift that improves overall well-being. This isn't about ignoring problems or pretending everything is perfect. It's about choosing to see the good that already exists, even in imperfect situations. Gratitude is one of the easiest and most effective ways to boost happiness, and it takes less than a minute a day. The more you practice it, the more natural it becomes, transforming the way you experience life from the inside out. Happiness, energy, and productivity all come down to one thing: how well you take care of yourself. Most people push through exhaustion, ignore their own needs, and prioritize everything and everyone else first. Over time, this leads to burnout, resentment, and a constant feeling of being overwhelmed. The truth is, self-care isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. Science confirms that people who regularly prioritize themselves experience less stress, better focus, and higher overall life satisfaction. Taking care of yourself isn't selfish. It's the key to showing up fully in every area of life. The biggest mistake people make is thinking that self-care has to be complicated or time-consuming. In reality, small daily actions have the most impact. The first step is recognizing what actually recharges you. For some, it's quiet time alone, reading or journaling. For others, it's spending time with loved ones, getting outside, or engaging in a creative hobby. The key is to intentionally schedule time for these things. Just like you schedule work or appointments. If it's not planned, it won't happen. Research shows that even 10 minutes of intentional self-care per day can improve mood, reduce stress, and increase emotional resilience. Another important part of self-care is listening to your body. Many people live in a constant state of stress without realizing how much it's affecting them. Tight shoulders, frequent headaches, difficulty focusing. These are all signs that your body is asking for a reset. Simple practices like deep breathing, stretching, or stepping away from screens can make a significant difference in how you feel. The nervous system responds quickly to small adjustments, and when you give yourself even a few moments of care, your entire energy shifts. Setting boundaries is also an essential form of self-care. Saying no, stepping away from toxic relationships, and protecting your time are all ways to ensure you have the energy for what truly matters. Many people feel guilty for setting limits, but the reality is that boundaries are what allow you to show up as your best self. When you take care of yourself, you have more to give to others. At the end of the day, self-care isn't about doing more, it's about doing what truly matters. It's about giving yourself permission to rest, recharge, and prioritize your well-being. When you take care of yourself, everything else in life becomes easier, and you create the time, energy, and happiness you deserve. 7 days, 7 small changes. And science proves that each of these steps will help you feel more energized, focused, and happy. You don't need more time, you need better habits. You don't need permission, you need action. Start today. Reset your energy. Take back your time. Choose your happiness. You deserve it. Hurry in.